Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today, I want to talk about something we all face, something that can feel like a giant, insurmountable wall, failure. We've all been there, right? That moment when things just don't go as planned. You pour your heart and soul into a project, a goal, a dream, and it just crumbles. It's a gut-wrenching feeling. It makes you want to crawl into a hole and never try anything new again. But what if I told you that failure isn't the end? What if it's actually the beginning? I know, it sounds like a cliché, but hear me out. Think about every successful person you admire. Do you think they got everything right on the first try? Absolutely not. Their stories are filled with rejections, setbacks, and moments where they probably felt like giving up. The difference is, they didn't let those moments define them. They chose to see failure not as a stop sign, but as a detour sign pointing them in a new direction. Let's reframe how we look at failure. It's not a judgment on your worth. It's not a final verdict on your abilities. It's simply data. It's feedback. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You learn where the weaknesses are in your plan. You discover your own limits and more importantly, you learn how to push past them. Each failure is a lesson, a stepping stone on the path to success. It's like learning to ride a bike. You fall, you scrape your knees, you get back up. You don't just stare at the bike and decide it's impossible. You adjust your balance, you try again, and eventually you're riding. Fear of failure is one of the most paralyzing forces in our lives. It keeps us in our comfort zones, whispering, "What if you're not good enough?" Or, "What will people think?" It convinces us that it is safer not to try at all than to risk the sting of falling short. But let me ask you this. What's the bigger risk? Trying and potentially failing, or never trying and guaranteeing you'll never succeed? Living with the what if is a much heavier burden than living with a few oops that didn't work. So how do we overcome this fear? We start small. We embrace the process, not just the outcome. We celebrate the effort, not just the victory. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. When you stumble, and you will, don't beat yourself up. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do it better next time? This mindset shift is a game changer. It transforms failure from a source of shame into a source of strength. Think of your life as a grand experiment. You're the lead scientist. Some hypotheses will be proven wrong. Some experiments will go haywire. That's all part of the discovery process. The most groundbreaking discoveries in history didn't come from a straight, easy line. They came from countless trials and errors. Your life is no different. Your greatest breakthroughs will likely come right after your biggest setbacks. So I want to challenge you today. What is one thing you've been putting off because you're afraid to fail? Maybe it's starting a new hobby, applying for that dream job, or having a difficult but necessary conversation. I dare you to take that first step. I dare you to risk it. Embrace the possibility of failure, because on the other side of that fear is growth, resilience, and a version of you that is stronger and wiser than you can ever imagine. Remember, failure isn't falling down, it's staying down. So get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. You've got this. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.